Hi and welcome to this quiz. I've got 75 general knowledge questions for you. I know a lot of you love a challenge, so for this one, can you beat the average of 40 points? Here's the scoring. Let me know how you get on in the comments down below. Let's play the quiz. What was stolen from the Louvre Museum recently? The Crown Jewels, Venus de Milo, or Mona Lisa? The answer is some of the Crown Jewels. The money split between two fighters for a match is called what? The handbag, the purse, or the wallet? That is the purse. Which is a chocolate-flavoured version of a latte coffee? Espresso, mocha, or Americano? That is a mocha. What were the winners of the ancient Olympic Games given? Gold swords, gold coins, or wreaths of olive leaves? They were given wreaths of olive leaves. What colour is the most popular rose flower colour? White, yellow, or red? The most popular is red. Approximately 97% of Turkey's landmass is in which continent? Africa, Europe, or Asia? It's in Asia. Which of these countries claimed neutrality throughout World War II? Switzerland, China, or Australia? The correct one there is Switzerland. What material was the ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead typically written on? Papyrus, clay tablets, or stone pillars? The answer, papyrus. The flag of Ireland features 3 vertical bands of green, white, and which other? Red, orange, or black? The other one is orange. In what century was Coca-Cola first sold? The 20th, 19th, or 18th? That was in the 19th century. Which of these is the closest living relative of birds? Crocodiles, elephants, or dogs? The answer is crocodiles. What word goes before drums to name a pair of small Afro-Cuban hand drums? Is it bongo, bingo, or banjo? They are bongo drums. Which is true about the African rock python? It's venomous, non-venomous, or now extinct? The answer is it's non-venomous. Who first discovered Saturn's rings but mistook them for ears on either side of Saturn? Newton, Galileo, or Copernicus? That was Galileo. Which is a fictional, mystical, utopian valley hidden in the Himalayas? El Dorado, Timbuktu, or Shangri-La? The answer is Shangri-La. Which city in Saudi Arabia is the burial place of the Islamic prophet Muhammad? Riyadh, Kaaba, or Medina? The answer is Medina. The study of the universe is known as which? Universology, astrology, or cosmology? It is cosmology. Which of these is an official language of Chile? Spanish, Portuguese, or French? The correct choice there is Spanish. Aerology is the study of what? Chocolate, bees, or the atmosphere? The answer, the atmosphere. What drink was advertised with the slogan, "Gives you wings"? Lipton tea, Red Bull or Pepsi Cola? The answer, Red Bull. The three lions are associated with which national football team? France, England or Brazil? The answer, England. Which country is located in the South Pacific? Fiji, St. Lucia or Seychelles? The one there in the South Pacific is Fiji. What does the astronomical term nebula mean in Latin? Ocean, explosion or mist? It means mist. Which item was not likely to be carried on the Silk Road? Spices, porcelain or cotton? The answer is cotton. What is an oriental tower often used as a shrine? A pagoda, minaret or junk? The answer, pagoda. In sexual reproduction, which chromosome combination results in female offspring? XX, YX or YY? The answer is XX. What is the unit of weight by which a gemstone is measured? A carat, or a mo? The answer, carat with a C. Hirsutism is excessive growth of what? Hair, muscle or bacteria? It is hair. What's thought to have formed from the debris of a collision between the Earth and a Mars-sized planet named Theia? Halley's Comet, the Moon or Venus? The answer, the Moon. Which of the following is not a type of Italian cheese? Panna cotta, mozzarella or gorgonzola? The one that's not a cheese, panna cotta. Which of these is a passage of water located in southern Chile? The Bering Strait, Bosphorus Strait or Strait of Magellan? The one there in Chile, the Strait of Magellan. Where in 2011 was a major nuclear accident caused by a tsunami? Fukushima, Sellafield or Chernobyl? That was in Fukushima. Which involves creating physical objects which have height, width and depth? Calligraphy, sculpture or illustration? That is sculpture. Which of these has never held a Summer Olympic Games? Russia, Austria or Australia? And so far, they've never been held in Austria. Originating in Mexico, what is a serrano? A hot pepper, a hat or a parrot? It is a hot pepper. Which of these countries does not border Brazil? Venezuela, Colombia or Chile? The answer, Chile. Who was Zeus's Roman counterpart? Jupiter, Mars or Neptune? It was Jupiter. What does a beluga whale breathe through? Its mouth, blowhole or gills? The answer, a blowhole. What meat is pastrami traditionally made from? From beef, pork or venison? The answer is beef. What type of diet does a raccoon have? Carnivore, omnivore, or herbivore? The answer is omnivore. In which country would you find the city of Aden? In Greece, Yemen, or South Africa? That's in Yemen. Which animal can move its eyes independently, giving it nearly a 360-degree field of vision? A chameleon, an owl, or a goat? The answer, a chameleon. Which music term matches the highest female voice? Soprano, prima donna, or falsetto? The answer is soprano. What is the standard unit used to measure both energy and work? The watt, ampere, or joule? That is the joule. The Islamic Republic of Mauritania is on which continent? Europe, Asia, or Africa? That's on Africa. Who famously said, "Give me a place to stand on and a lever long enough and I will move the world"? Archimedes, Plato, or Pythagoras? That was Archimedes. Graceland is historically significant as the former home of which person? Benjamin Franklin, Ronald Reagan, or Elvis Presley? The answer, Elvis Presley. A lamb crown roast is made from which part of the animal? The head, leg, or ribs? That's made from the ribs. What colour is the swan Odile in the ballet Swan Lake? Blue, white, or black? The answer, black. What sank the RMS Lusitania in 1915? A hurricane, iceberg, or torpedo? It was sunk by a torpedo. The weasel family of animals is found on every continent except Antarctica and which other? Africa, Australia, or Asia? And they're not found in Australia. What is the smallest unit of a digital image called? A dot, a pixel, or a vector? It is a pixel. Which medical procedure uses a lighted tube and a camera to examine inside of the body? An ultrasound, endoscopy, or MRI? That is an endoscopy. The production of which oil has led to deforestation in some of the world's most biodiverse regions? Palm, sunflower, or almond oil? That is palm oil. Finish the title of the musical, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor, Journey, Dreamcoat, or Rainbow? That is Dreamcoat. What is the symbol used on the periodic table for the element chlorine? Cl, K, or C? It is Cl. How many legs does a dragonfly have? 8, 6, or 4? They have 6. What condition best describes alopecia? Is that hair loss, colour blindness, or nearsightedness? It is hair loss. Wild tigers are not found in which of these countries? Russia, India, or Kenya? and they're not found in Kenya. An abnormal growth of tissue on mucous membranes is called which? A hematoma, a cyst, or a polyp? That is a polyp. The degree of a colour's vividness is described by which of these art terms? Chroma, spectrum, or pigment? That is chroma. Postpartum is the period of time immediately following what? Childbirth, puberty, or menopause? The answer, childbirth. In anemia, the body is lacking healthy what? Plasma, red blood cells, or white blood cells? It's lacking healthy red blood cells. What do hermit crabs make their homes in? The sand, seashells, or rocks? The answer is seashells. Which is not one of Michelangelo's sculptures? David, Noah, or Moses? And he never sculpted Noah. Which of these regular milk products is made by lactic acid bacteria? Yogurt, cream, or butter? That would be yogurt. What nationality is tennis legend Steffi Graf? Swedish, French, or German? She is German. Which of the following is an amorphous solid? A diamond, glass, or gold? The answer, glass. The musical West Side Story is set in what city? New York, London, or Paris? That's in New York. What did the gold standard link to a fixed quantity of gold? Interest rates, inflation, or a country's currency? The answer, a country's currency. What Southeast Asian country is also known as Burma? Myanmar, Brunei, or Laos? Burma is also known as Myanmar. The Pantone matching system organises what? Shapes, colours, or fonts? The answer, colours. What is the most populous island in Canada? The island of Montreal, Vancouver Island, or Newfoundland? It is the island of Montreal. What is another name for arugula? Basil, coriander, or rocket? It is rocket. The second largest island in the Mediterranean, Sardinia, is known by what name in Italian? Sicilia, Sardines, or Sardinia? And I just had a couple of days there last week, a beautiful place. The answer is Sardinia. So, did you manage to beat the challenge and score 40 points or more? Let me know which level you scored in the comments down below. And one final challenge for you, if you're a regular viewer, rather than waiting for the next video, go and check out some of my older videos and see if you can still remember the answers and beat your previous score. Thanks for playing as usual, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.